After a vicious crime left a minister battered and bruised. Since the story first aired, a lot of people have rallied around him. And as 7 Action News reporter Andrea Isom found out, many of them have helped him get back to the work he loves.
Derek Hill is the man behind the Last Supper mobile ministry. He helps feed and clothe the homeless and less fortunate. Hill has hit on hard times himself, so that is why he does this for others. Though Hill is not of many means, says attorney and friend James Galen Jr.
He gives plasma so he can afford the gas to pay for his ministry, which is in the Tri-County area.
So does no good deed truly go unpunished? Well, this is how 52-year-old Derek Hill looked after a vicious attack that could have taken his life. Police say Mr. Hill was carjacked and brutally beaten by a band of thugs in Roseville early Tuesday morning.
I have no resentment towards them. I don't hate them. That's the way I've lived my life. I gave myself to Christ over 5 years ago.
Him being so brutalized, his van stolen, he prayed for these 3 individuals that they be brought to Christ. He's going to come back stronger than ever. And the community's come to his aid.
Yes, it has. When Metro Detroiters heard about Mr. Hill, dozens did what they could to help right this wrong.
And Michael Master donated a nice Chrysler Pacifica.
And in the midst of the mayhem, Hill was robbed of just over $100, but someone stepped in to replace it with even more.
This is a 23-year-old young man who was so touched, they took money out of his pocket, hard-earned money, and gave it to Derek and started a GoFundMe for Derek and his ministry.
Now, they need to come up with 200 pounds of food. All of it was stolen with the van, because Hill wants to continue to bless others with it. But they are also praying that the despicable acts committed against him are not unleashed upon anyone else.
When they're as violent as they were towards Derek in the middle of Grass Avenue, I bet you any money this is not their first time. They have to be apprehended and either get cleaned up and rejoin society or stay in a hole called Michigan Department of Corrections until you decide you want to act civilized.
Even if out of the 3, even if one of them was to come to Christ, it would be worth it.
Well, when it comes to being held accountable for what they have done, police believe they're looking for 3 people, 2 men and 1 woman, possibly in their 20s. If you know anything at all about this trio, please do what's right and tell police. I'm Andrea Isom, 7 Action News.
How nice is that, Dave? Just beautiful.
Good to see. People stepping up.